to another video, guys. So today I wanted to share with you the stuff that I carry in my gym bag to keep me successful in my fitness journey. So I always go with the Alpha Wolf Pack. I love this thing because there's so many compartments, and this thing is heavy duty. I've had this thing for over a year now, and it's got the sick patches that come with it too. So check out Alpha Wolf or the Wolf Pack. So what I carry, first of all, I love to have energy drinks. This by far has been my favorite, Gorilla Mind. I've tried a lot of energy drinks like C4, Celsius, and Rain, and a good amount, but this has by far been the best, so I always carry this with me in my bag for when I'm on my way to the gym. I take a sip of this and just, get some energy going. I don't experience any crashes. I don't experience, any hard tingling or nothing like that, or itching. It gives me good energy, and I don't feel like any sort of bad sensation from it. So overall, I rate this a really good product to have, to keep with me. And then I have to have a good playlist, and I always have earbuds. For me, it really doesn't matter as long as I have a set with me to go, but I always go with these. And a lot of people have AirPods, but I like to have music to kind of keep my energy, my intensity going, because my workouts are really intense and I stay very focused. And having a good solid playlist will keep me focused in the gym and allowing me to crush my workouts, and just I listen to great music while I do it. So another thing is the fat grips. So what's cool about this is that I can attach this to literally any bar or dumbbell, anything I can grab onto. I can use this for pushing, I can use this for pulling. And what's good about it is that these are really good for like volume, compound, any sort of training style that you do. You can put these on any type of bar attachment, handle, and you get a really good burn on your forearms. It improves your grip quite a bit because, as you can see, when you put it on a regular bar, it wraps around the bar, and so the diameter is actually a little thicker. And especially if you're going like heavy, you're creating more time and attention. So I love to carry these with me whenever I do a push or pull day. Oftentimes on leg days too, like if I do like RDLs with dumbbells or barbells, Smith machine, sometimes I like to slap these on there too. So in addition to workouts like that, I have a belt. This one's kind of old, I need to get a new one, but this one has lasted me for almost 4 years now. And I always carry a belt with me, so that way, like anytime I'm doing squats, barbell rows, deadlifts, dumbbell rows, it doesn't matter, like any form of compound that's gonna be very highly stressful on my body and where I'm gonna be exerting a lot of energy, this will allow me to, protect my back and just keep my body more upright, and I won't have to have any issues with hurting myself or nothing like that. So having a belt is a really good addition to, adding to your gym pack. And then I have lifting straps. So the cool thing about lifting straps is that, they're accessible anywhere. Same thing as the belt. You get them on Amazon or any power gear shop that you desire. I have these for when I do compounds, like again, barbell rows, deadlifts, or any sort of pulling movement where I'm doing a heavy amount of weight. And I know I'm like to a point where I'm maxing out, but I'm like, I have to because you're over time when you're just doing the weight without the straps, and you're kind of just going like, just doing the weight itself, your grip is gonna start to give out before the actual body part itself. So it's nice, like as soon as like if my grip starts to slip, I have the straps to kind of hold on to the movement, and I can just keep going, and I can keep going and squeeze out the reps. So it's really good and essential, especially if you're doing really heavy deadlifts, you know, rack pulls and things like that. So definitely one to add to the packing list. I always have chewing gum. This is my favorite brand to go with, but you know, it's nice because for some reason, it's just a personal thing, but it keeps me focused when I chew gum, and it just, I enjoy the taste of it too. It just really gets me going. It really keeps me in the mood, and you know, on top of that, I don't like to have foul breath either. I mean, I always brush my teeth before I go to the gym, but I love to keep my breath fresh, so oftentimes I will usually chew gum, or in some cases, if I don't have gum accessible, I'll make it to a point to just get some breath mints as well. So breath mints and gum, definitely essentials. And I got my meter. As a type 1 diabetic, I have to constantly check my sugars and make sure that my blood sugars are not running low and not running high. So before every workout, I have to test my blood, and after a workout, I will have to test my blood as well. Depending on how I feel during the workout, if I feel funny, I have to test. That's automatic. So I always have that with me just in case. So, you know, especially if you're running low and you're diabetic and you're exerting a lot of energy, and maybe you didn't have enough calories before a workout, then it's good to have something where you can kind of gauge where your sugar's at. And if it is low, then okay, you have something to treat it with. Which brings me to my next item. So, in case my sugar runs low, I always have the protein bars. And I don't have them right now because I ran out, but I usually carry rice cakes or some honey with me. So fast acting sugar and some calories. In this case too, it's good because it's got protein, and you know, so I'm getting some building blocks in there too, but it's also got some carbs and some calories. So after one of those things, I'm good to go. I'm set, because it doesn't really take a lot of carbs to bring my sugars up. I mean, and this is just the worst case scenario in case if I do run low during a workout, which has happened. And I've had times where I didn't even have anything, so I had to go to the front desk to a gym and just get a Gatorade or get like a power bar to kind of raise my sugar up. So from those experiences, that is what taught me, okay, I always have to carry something in my bag just in case something goes wrong. Because you never know, even if you're experienced. And it still happens to me. I have days where my sugar just drops and I'm like, oh shit, let me go grab something. Boom, it's right there. I just pull it out of the pack, I snack on it for a little bit, wait, and then boom, once I'm good to go, I'm set. So ideally, I don't want to have to ever use those things, but in the unlikely event that it happens, I'm prepared. And I always have creatine with me. I'm actually almost out of this, but I like to take creatine. I've been kind of inconsistent with it, but for the past few months I've been very consistent, and you know, I've noticed a difference in my workout. I usually take this before and after workouts, so I get ATP and energy in my muscle cells, and which improves my performance, my strength. And I've built some good lean mass from this thing too. And you know, on my off days, I'll probably just take a scoop. But creatine, and really right now, creatine and like the energy drink like this is all I really use. And then I just eat whole foods, like stuff that whole macronutrient based foods, and that's what I implement. And then these are really the only supplements I used. I was using protein for a while, but I kind of stopped because I was already kind of getting enough from the meals that I have. And that's all I really need. And then lastly, you know, this is kind of just for, this is an extra thing, but I always gotta have my boxing gloves. It's something that I recently just started doing, and I've enjoyed it. And it's a really good form of cardio. But whenever I want to hit the bag and, you know, do something different instead of doing the stairs or going for a run or just doing anything else, I get to just, you know, hit the bag, and I got these to go with. And it's all about just switching up your routine and just keeping things different and keeping things fun. So it's just, and I would recommend anyone who is in their journey right now that is working towards something, you know, switch it up every now and then, do something different style of training, or, you know, do some martial arts. You could always, that's what's great about the fitness journey, is you always have things that you can try, and then if you like it, you just work on getting better at it. And then not to mention, it also improves your health, it improves your heart health. And, you know, with boxing, I get to learn how to defend myself, and I get a good source of cardio. So all in all, it's a win-win. So that's pretty much the majority of what I carry in my bag. I love this thing. Check out Wolfpack. No, this video is not sponsored by them, but because I've been using them for so long, this pack for so long, I would highly recommend it to anyone. And then of course, I mean, think about it too, you get to have like these badass patches. Like this one says, trust your instincts, mindset matters, discipline. And these are all things that relate to myself, because I have to have a strong mindset. I gotta trust, you know, my process. And when I work towards something, I gotta be disciplined. So these tabs are definitely really big categories for myself. And of course, you got the American flag, American made, love it. So that's the video for today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, comment below, reach out to my IG, Evan Toth _, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.